Hi, my name is Darryl Harding, middle initial J after my grandfather. I want to first explain the mask. I'm on a biological medication and as such my immune system is very low, so I have to wear a mask wherever I go. I'm not the Lone Ranger. I learned very young in my life that a community is more than the place that you live. I was driven to come back to Portugal Cove St. Phillips because it was where I was born and where I want to spend my last days. My dad and mom were Gerald Harding and Olive, and Dad's parents are Jimmy Harding from Portugal Cove and Gertrude Hammond, and Mom's parents were Tuckers from St. Phillips, so I'm well covered in the community, if you will. A community does so much more for families than people realize. And I learned very young, as I said, when Mom became a single parent of 6, and I went from being a 12-year-old looking to be a teenager into being a father of 5 siblings. And without the support of community and very good people, I don't know if life would have turned out the way that it did for all of us. So I want to give back. I have experience in many areas of business: crisis aversion, HR, planning and development, and I spent several years with the provincial government as executive assistant to the Minister of Transportation and Works and the Minister for Service Newfoundland and Labrador. I've been a private sector employer. I've been a union representative and held a position on the board of directors with NAPE. And I've always been someone that wanted to share. I'll share my knowledge, I'll help this community raise a child, and hopefully moving forward we can do or continue to do great things together. The experience that I bring to the table for the people of the town, that would be what I see as a benefit to serve on a good team, is I'm a person who believes in integrity and honesty and openness. I believe that a team approach will solve all problems, while an individual approach not necessarily. My experience with the provincial government at the Transportation and Works Department, as well as the Service Newfoundland and Labrador Department, will help me and help me bring things to the table for a team in those very two important areas. Also, my background as a general manager for a preserve will help me in my strategies and talking with the team for environmental concerns and habitats in our town. I have energy, I have commitment, and I will never ever belittle anybody or not take you seriously. Let's keep moving forward. Right. Well, I see Portugal Cove St. Phillips leading the province in many areas. I see us being leaders in environmental protections and enhancements. I see us being leaders in climate change policies and protections, and thinking forward about issues like coastline erosion and seawater levels, so we can protect our beaches and we can protect our wastewater facilities. I also see us looking and being pioneers in protecting homeowners and their properties through climate change. And also I see us taking responsible planning and development practices to be a model to show that you just don't make decisions for today. Your decisions today, or our decisions today, affect the town for 20 more years. I also see us as having the most vibrant agricultural and tourism-based economy in the province, especially with working with our ACE Environmental Committee, our farmers, and the Chamber of Commerce. Why I want to continue in this role with the town is very simple. I want to give back. this community started me in life, supported my whole family, and has been good. I want to be that guy that is known to help someone when they need a hand up. It takes a community to raise a child, and it takes a whole bunch of good-minded people in a community to be what a good community is. Portugal Cove St. Phillips has a wonderful town staff. Portugal Cove St. Phillips has a beautiful environment. I want to be part of it, and I want to be a contributing part of it. And I want to work with a team of people that will make this place the town that everywhere in the province wants to be. Right now, the biggest challenges that we face are many. Climate change and environmental variables for sure, but I see the biggest danger in our town as we head into the new world without COVID. Businesses will reopen, people will go back to work, wages will increase, and we'll find ourselves starting a new economic era together. I want to make sure that we don't fall prey to being the guy with the new credit card and spending hand over fist. We need to be fiscally responsible. We need to continue to be responsible in our planning and development. We need to have the foresight to make the decisions based on needs, not wants. Needs come first. Wants will do when it's more practical. We also need to be vigilant and clear to stay away from urban sprawl. We have a beautiful town. We don't want to be like some other towns. We have an ecology here. We have ecotourism possibilities here. We have a beautiful environment here. And I want to make sure that we continue to do that going forward. If elected, I'd like to continue the journey that we've started together. This ride has started 4 years ago, and we've done some wonderful things in our town. Most importantly, by listening. Council doesn't have all the answers, and we never will have all the answers, and sometimes we have the wrong answers. And by being open and listening to you guys in our public consultations, it helps us make better decisions. I also want to be the person that is a color on an easel, and to fit with the other colors, work with the team, knowing that we're not always going to agree, but we make decisions for the greater good. This one is twofold, and I'll try to get it in the time limit allotted. I see the completion of our water and sewer services, that loop being completed right throughout our town, because we don't want to be continuing to develop septic fields in our grounds, and we don't want to be overdeveloped without having proper clean drinking water safely provided to everybody. We all know there's concerns with water in some wells. Let's get it off the wells. It's the need as well to change our regulations to allow for smaller homes for those that want to have affordable living, for seniors that want to move into a smaller facility, and for tiny homes, and for the community living. Well, I hope the people consider me for a number of reasons. We started this journey together 4 years ago. We've made some great strides together, and we are not finished yet. I've shown that I'm accessible. I've shown that I listen to people and help them in any way that I can. And even when I can't give them the answer they're looking for, I work with them to try to find another viable alternative. I want to be a member of a council that will be referred to as the best council ever, the ones that listened. And over the last 4 years, I'm proud to say the team that we had, the team that you guys put together 4 years ago, I'm very proud to say was a winning team. And when you have a winning team, you stick with your winning team. You don't change it. So I'd ask you to consider staying on board with us. And I'd ask you also to consider, because we have 3 articulate, intelligent, and compassionate ladies on our council now, we have only the same 3 that are running, which is unfortunate, but it's it's not really unfortunate. These ladies deserve to be elected. At the peril of shooting myself in the foot, I think we need that kind of diversity, and they've been very active and very strong members of our council. Over the last year, the last 4 years together, sorry, we've done some amazing things. We've expanded recreation services, we've decreased speed limits on the roads for safety, we've upgraded our roads and our wastewater facilities, we've added protections for our environment. We're doing a complete overlay right now for our hydrology in our town. We've improved our water conservation and delivery services, and all the while, in 4 years, reducing taxes every year and reducing expenditures by $7 million. That's something to be proud of. I'm proud of being a part of it. I hope you'll believe in me like I believe in you, and if you do, I ask you to consider voting for me for re-election on the 28th of September. Thank you.